notion that science is satanic and deceiving faithful Christians is a viewpoint held by some individuals who believe that scientific discoveries and views contradict biblical teachings. This perspective stems from a deep-seated mistrust of the scientific community and its methods, which are seen as opposing the Word of God. Proponents of this view argue that science is an attempt to undermine the authority of the Bible and lead people away from their faith. One of the primary concerns of those who believe science is satanic is the theory of evolution. They argue that the idea of evolution, which suggests that humans and other species evolved over time through natural processes, is a direct contradiction to the biblical account of creation. According to the Bible, God created the world and all living things in 6 days, and the notion of evolution is seen as an attempt to disprove this account. However, this perspective fails to acknowledge that science and religion are two separate realms of inquiry, each with its own methods and purposes. While science seeks to explain the natural world through observation and experimentation, religion provides a framework for understanding the meaning and purpose of life. Another area of contention is the scientific method itself, which is seen as a form of idolatry by some. The scientific method involves formulating hypotheses, testing them through experimentation, and revising or rejecting them based on the results. This process is seen as a form of blind faith in the power of human reason, rather than a recognition of the limits of human knowledge and the sovereignty of God. However, the scientific method is simply a tool for understanding the world, and it is not inherently opposed to faith. In fact, many scientists are also people of faith, and they see their work as a way of exploring and appreciating the wonders of God's creation. The misconception that science is lying to faithful Christians also stems from a lack of understanding of the scientific process. Scientific theories and discoveries are not presented as absolute truths, but rather as the best explanations available based on the current evidence. As new evidence emerges, scientific theories are refined or revised, and this process of revision is often misinterpreted as a form of deception. However, science is a self-correcting process, and the refinement of theories is a natural part of the scientific enterprise. Furthermore, the idea that science is satanic relies on a simplistic and overly literal interpretation of the Bible. The Bible is a complex and multifaceted text that contains a wide range of genres, including history, poetry, and metaphor. While the Bible does contain accounts of creation and the natural world, these accounts are not necessarily meant to be taken as scientific descriptions. Rather, they are often meant to convey spiritual and theological truths, and they should be interpreted in their historical and cultural context. In addition, the notion that science is opposed to faith ignores the many ways in which science and Christianity have intersected and informed each other throughout history. Many of the greatest scientists of the past, including Isaac Newton and Galilei, were also people of deep faith, and they saw their work as a way of exploring and appreciating the wonders of God's creation. Today, there are many organizations and individuals working to promote a dialogue between science and faith, and to explore the ways in which these two realms of inquiry can inform and enrich each other. In conclusion, the idea that science is satanic and deceiving faithful Christians is a misconception that stems from a lack of understanding of the scientific process and a simplistic interpretation of the Bible. While science and faith may seem like opposing realms of inquiry, they are not necessarily in conflict. In fact, many scientists are also people of faith, and they see their work as a way of exploring and appreciating the wonders of God's creation. By promoting a dialogue between science and faith, and by recognizing the complexities and nuances of both, we can work towards a deeper understanding of the world and our place within it.